Get that out of you. Just going to wait until some people roll in here that want either readings or some energy. So I'm Shauna from Infinity Readings. Hey, Ashley. Eyes like stars. How's it going? Just shuffling up the cards here. So tonight is healing or tarot, whichever you guys want. So the healing part. Well, thanks, Ashley, for subscribing. I'm just going to start to get into the field here a little more systematically. I'm doing not too bad. I was kind of rushed today. I got caught on YouTube on this dude that was, I don't know, he was off for some poison frogs in the Amazon. I don't know, it's crazy stuff. And I was like, holy, it's 8:15 already. I got to get my stuff together. So I was highlight. Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Also want to let you guys know that I'll be doing my seasonals 2 weeks. I'm going to start filming. So by the end of July, yeah, I should have them out, edited and everything. So that'll be the new series of official horoscope videos. So any of you guys want a reading, just hit me up, let me know what general area you want looked into, or if you're looking for some energy healing, or like, I don't want to bulk it into Reiki. I just infuse people with happy, basically, white light energy, whatnot. So I can do that, work with your chakras, clear that out. So I'll do that, and a whitewash is what I call it. Kind of takes all the negative energy away so that nothing can attract to you that's negative. So I do that, and I do chakra cleanses. We can do that in the evenings as well. I think once I get in the flow here of doing evenings, I'm going to start doing on and off. I'll do a tarot, maybe, I don't know, I don't want to make promises because this summer, but I want to do healing nights, and then I'll alternate with a tarot night, then a healing night, and then a tarot night. And again, if you're looking for weekly pick a card readings or whatnot, I have the Facebook page, Infinity Readings and Reviews. So if you guys are wanting either of that, let me know and I'll get started. So thanks for coming in. I have some love cards here. I have love and romance cards. These are just Los Scarabo or whatever. Those are good. Devil on the bottom. My Thelema deck I use. Sure, Ashley. I'll do that. And then I have some spiritual cards as well. Sometimes we need. So I'll just, I'll go with my Thelema deck here. And we'll start with you, Ash. See what happens here. Relationship reading. I ground it out. I just get into the flow here. Yeah. Look at that. Card didn't want to shuffle. Five of Swords, are you going through some struggles, or you just won a war here? Some kind of fight going on? He wants to stay there, that card. Jeez. Okay. You're releasing, it seems like, from some negativity here, or anxiety is what I'm getting. See what happens. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. And I'm going to pull first card as I shuffle. Okay, sorry, I got a new set here. Everything's so crazy. I go this way, that way. Okay, so that is the Knight of Cups. Now, this is a dude who likes to come in with grand gestures, romance, passion. So maybe a dude coming this way in your life. Give me a minute here to tap in. Yeah, it's like somebody's offering something to you. Yeah, it could be a water sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But somebody who's very likes to use their words is what they're saying, but very poetic. It's fluffy with words, but nonetheless, that's the first card here. I'm trying to tap into your energy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this may be someone, right, that's coming in or has been in your field. Now the Lover's card comes up. So someone we have a strong connection to physically, right? From the heavens shining down. Next card, High Priestess. Give me a minute here. I got to tap in. I'm going on the other side. I'm usually on this side. So there's some kind of instinct coming down about a lover that you have. Okay? We're using our instinct to deal with this relationship. Now, either I get a sense here, because these two cards came out, they fluffed out of the deck like very weirdly. So we either have some anxiety going on about this man, or we have dealt with anxiety in the past having to do with some kind of a struggle or fighting situation where we may have had to, what's the word? Like we won at the expense of someone else's feelings. We kind of won an argument or a fight or something. Does this sound familiar to you? Because this may have been something in the past, which is the sense I get. You may have had a bad past. And now moving towards something that's new. Now, either you got your sights set on someone or someone's going to come in the picture. But there's a sense here that you may have some instinct going on about this already. So either someone that's in your periphery that you got an eye on, right? Because the instinct's going, this is the instinct card. It's going towards that man, and the lovers meet in the middle. So it's almost like there may be someone either that has their eye on you or you have your eye on them, and you're going to meet in the middle here somewhere. So to expand on the Knight of Cups, we get the Lovers card. Look at this, 2 lovers. So there's either someone that you really have your eye on, or again, I feel like this is more than an eye. If we got Lovers from the romance deck, someone that you've canoodled with already. Does that make sense? Now, on top of the Lovers card, we get the Ace of Cups. Wow. So a lot of love here, a lot of good feelings, okay? Okay. And then on top of the instinct, we get the woo. Like there he is again. But that's the King of Pentacles. Or King of Cups. Sorry. Look at this. Just give me a moment here. Have you known this person for quite a while and now all of a sudden you guys are advancing? Because the feeling I get here is that there's a knight that come in, but he's working his way up to, through the love that you two are exchanging, he's working his way up to a king. So he's really looking at his emotions that he doesn't normally have. Like he's evolving through the relationship with you. Almost like, the sense I'm getting is almost like a friendship that has gone through, no, they're going, no, not friendship, but like we're evolving on some level here from a knight to a king. And that's a big advancement when we have a relationship, because this guy's in the mode for commitment. And he's pouring all his feelings into one cup. So there's loyalty here, right? So there's a sense of loyalty this man wants. Here, not so much. He could go either way. You know, he's just very grandeur about everything. But it seems like somehow through the process of looking at his feelings, because I'm getting very much him, right? Because he's littered here. So it's probably very prominent in your mind. But not only that, something to do with your instinct. Like they're trying to, just give me a minute here. Trying to rush. Either you or him had to, like it's almost like you were fighting an instinct to not go here. Does this make sense? Or this may have been something that came across during a time when you weren't doing so well. And even though this man was offering love at some point, feel like it's advanced as time moved on. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting through the energy field here. But nonetheless, very much in lover mode here. We've got, I mean, we count cards really. And then we end up with the Knight of Cups here. And he's all about pouring all of his love into one area. Now, in the romance deck, that is my interpretation of it. Hey, Flory. Thanks for coming in. If you're currently single, there's somebody coming in here who's going to knock your socks off, is the sense I get. And not only that, you're going to evolve quite quickly, or he will evolve quite quickly. So maybe someone that you're not really, you're dating, but it becomes quite serious. And this man becomes quite serious in making you the one and only type thing is the feeling I get. So that makes sense. Okay, so just a lot of good stuff here. I'm going to pull, because I'm all about getting to the root of problems. And there's an essence here, these cards jumping out, that you might have some unfinished business to deal with. So I'm just going to deal you a surrender card to see if there's anything there that comes out. And then I'll let you go, because it seems like it's all good and lovey-dovey. This man that you're dealing with, or is in your, maybe not in your field, but in your field in some kind of way instinctually, there's a good future here for that. Like a good stuff, man. Ace of Cups, cups all the way. Lots of emotions. And I feel like this man is, not that he's afraid of emotion, of being emotional, but he's going to develop through the relationship that you carry. This one jumped right out. Surrender to stubbornness. It says if you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Because I'm sorry, I got to go back here because they're going to the past relationship. Just give me a minute. We have some baggage. We may have had an argument with the past partner. Because you know why they're taking me back there is because sometimes when we don't deal with our issues from the past, it can affect our future relationship. Okay. Okay. So what's going on here is we had a lot of stress and anxiety with the partner that we had, and either we caused a big kerfuffle and threw the person under the bus, or that was done to us and we didn't quite get over that energy. Just give me a minute. There's something here. Yeah, almost like a sense of forgiveness, but I'm not too sure on which end here, because I'm getting a high sense that, just give me a moment. This is important for your way forward. Okay. Did we literally catch this person, like red-handed type thing? Because the sense I'm getting here is, I mean, if something like that happened, it usually is abrupt, but I'm getting a sense here is something that we can't let go of. Give me a minute. I feel like they're giving me this sense you're carrying it into this relationship no matter. Okay, man, okay, just let me go through this. The man here, okay, so you didn't see, because the man here that I'm getting, the new man, the direction that you're headed or you have an instinct for or whatnot, this man is going to be able to overlook a lot of things in the beginning of the relationship while you get in the whirlwind of all of this stuff. Now, during this time, give me a minute here. Let's just. There's something about the baggage that you carry with this last relationship affecting. You're going to have a honeymoon phase, right? And then it's going to go downhill quickly if this is not dealt with. That's what they're telling me. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the point here? Like, everybody has baggage, but it's like it feels very important. Like, I got to stop you and avert your attention here. I'm just going to pull. I'm going to pull an animal card because they don't want me to let it go here. But it's something about, but you're not, you don't understand the importance right now is what they're saying or getting me to feel here. What's the point? I got to get it from this card here. Like, we don't want to deal with that. Like, we may be blocking it right out is the sense I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Turtle. I got turtle. It says be joyful and so it's trust issues here. I think we're being stubborn about trusting. So maybe it's just to open that up for you for that next person coming in. Or, yeah, something about, it's about the trust and about dealing with that on a certain level. We may have to just emotionally vent. I preach this and thing. It's just emotionally, we may not have emotionally vent everything, right? Hey, Tina. Hey, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on one. Yeah. You know what? If you guys want a reading, just put one of those globes, those, what do you call that? Tarot globes up, and then I'll look through and I'll catch it. And then just give me a genre like career or love here. But I think it's your trust issues. There's something here about being stubborn and trusting. So are you, because this, I don't know why they're pushing this, but the sense that I'm getting is that, are you having a hard time trusting this new person? Because if you are, then we need to spend some time alone and vent our feelings from the last relationship. Because if we don't let those feelings flow, it will kind of screw up the new one, right? And they don't want to do that. because this dude is really on the good track here. Like he's ready to commit. Like he may not come in that way, but once he gets his foot in the door, he's going to want to commit. So we don't want to mess that up, is the sense I'm getting. So just look at the trust issues that you're going to have, right, from something like that happening, and just try and emotionally vent. That will help, okay? Because there's a sense of being stubborn to something, needing to let that go. And it may be just the fact that we don't want to look at it, right? So, yeah. Okay. So hopefully that helped you, Ashley. Sorry, I got funny noises going on here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to chillax here and figure out what. Okay, so I got to go back here. This screws up my scrolling, but okay, so Eyes Like Stars, you wanted a love reading as well here. Hey, Sunshine. Okay, and then Sunshine, and we'll go down from there. So yeah, just keep putting up globes, and then I don't have to go so far up. Hey, Flory. Yeah. I could do a reading for you, and if it comes up through that reading, then we can get that. But I'm kind of reluctant to flip over completely. I don't want to become a spy. But okay, so we'll get on to things here. Sorry, I'm a little thrown today for some reason. Eyes Like Stars, you wanted a love reading, so we'll go from there. Okay. See what happens here. Okay, tell me to use this deck. My boys got the giggles going to sleep is what's going on. Hearing it's giggling. Okay, so this was for, who was this for? Eyes Like Stars. I should remember that. Okay. If you're still in, you wanted a love reading, so we're going to go from here. Look at this. This card flipped out. This may be significant. You're moving into different territory here. This is in the air, guys. Breakups, shakeups, and get-togethers is really what's happening. The field is changing, right? And that eclipse is coming. So the first energy we get here is moving forward, and that's usually about, right? Darkness is behind at your back, so you're going to clearer, calmer skies, right? Trying to get some peace and clarity, or having done such, we're moving in a new direction. Cleared our field is what I'm getting. That makes sense. Next card is the heart chakra. So you may be advancing in this area, right? A lot of emotion coming, feeling different about things and people in your life as well. Needing to let go of some of that, right? Knowing what to let go of and what not to let go of. Where before, it's like we were kind of snowed. We didn't know that the sense I'm getting is we had a partnership or someone in our life from a while back that we didn't realize how bad they were for us. Not that they were bad, but they were not for our highest good. So we are seeing that more clearly now, is the sense I'm getting. And also developing feelings in a broader spectrum than we had before. People can't snow us as easily, meaning they can't pull the wool over us, as easily. Now we got emotional withdrawal. which is also talking, right? We're still in the heart center. Yeah, we may have emotionally withdrawn from a relationship, or that happened to us in a way that we just kind of really backed the truck right up, and now we're out of it, is the sense I'm getting. I kind of get a faint sense the other person is like they didn't care. Does that make sense? It's like they didn't really care if we were there or not there. So a sense of just backing up and moving away from something because it wasn't completely satisfying us, but we just didn't realize this. Okay, I'm going to shuffle some love cards here and see if we can open this up a little better, because that's just basically the situation here. But what do we do? I think they want you to realize about the heart center, about seeing more clearly where we need to go and where we don't need to go, right? That's the sense I get, is we never knew the light of day until it hit us, and it, yeah, see, getting some pop outs here. Getting the Hierophant on the romance, talks about marriage, wanting to be married. So it might have been a marriage that you backed out of, or someone you had a high commitment to. Does this make sense? Oh, that's hard. Now I'm looking at the heart chakra here. Holy, these cards are just jumping. Yeah, I feel like you're very accepting of kind of a spiritual quest that you're on. You kind of, I feel like this is both areas, this emotional withdrawal. I feel like you've withdrawn and the partner that you had withdrew, and it's kind of, it just dissipated. Okay, I'm going to take that out of there because I don't want to focus on that. But was this a marriage that you had? Because if it wasn't a marriage, it was a commitment of some sort that was there for quite a while, is the sense I'm getting, or solid in regards to other people, no long relationship. I'm getting a sense here. Then this may be something that you just truly do want for your future. So you didn't get out of a relationship here? Because I'm getting a sense here of someone coming out of a marriage or a long-term relationship where we just kind of, just dissipated. Both of us kind of just didn't want to realized we didn't want to be with each other anymore. So it may not have been long, but it feels long. Or maybe you knew this person for a long time, but we're only in a relationship for a short time. Okay. Okay. The next card I get is the Knight of Swords. And that's, I'm not going to limit it with the signs, but that's someone who comes in quite aggressively. Know what you're saying here. And he usually kind of stirs up turmoil. He's got that fan there kind of saying, like, I want something, right, from this partner. But there's also the marriage card. Now I'm getting a split energy here, so I don't know what's going on. This is your future and your past, or what? Did this person want marriage from you? Because that's the sense I'm getting. Someone here wants to be married or have a commitment. Now, if we're moving on, it means that we had this type of situation and that's what we're moving away from. So that could be the scenario the other person on the other side wanted to marry. But for whatever reason here, I'm getting someone coming in forcefully, and then I'm getting a dissipation of the energies saying, no, I don't want it. And then there's the Ace of Wands here. So we may have someone coming in for passion, right? Through passion, feeling a lot of sexual energy, because if you look at the top of the cane there, right? What's going on? This is what this man is after. But there's also marriage looming here, or some kind of commitment. And there is a purity of heart through this. So somebody's looking to get married and also looking for the full meal deal here, really, because we want the passion. We want to get in and figure out what's going on. Because this guy always wants to get to the bottom of things. Okay. Okay, you know what? I got to pull a few more here because it's just stating the situation. Give me a second. Yeah. What is going on with the emotional withdrawal here, though? Give me a minute. Seems like this man wants to either marry or make a commitment to you, is the sense. He's very attracted to you physically, and you don't want to let that go, is the sense I'm getting, okay? Now, I'm going to take these out here. Pull 3 more and try and get the bottom. 10 of Wands about burdens. So somebody in this relationship was finding it burdensome. Need to go back here. I'm getting a sense here. I don't want to know about this. I want to know about the future. But there's something, there's a key here to something in your future. Somebody's finding this very burdensome. So it may be you if that was the situation that left. Next, we have the 5 of Wands. That's about taking action. That was flipped upside down. I usually don't read reversals. So there's a sense of someone here not taking action on something. Makes sense with what you've said. Thanks, Karen. I think maybe. Okay. And yeah, and this was reversed as well, this 10 of Cups, which is, you know, someone here is finding their relationship very burdening. I'm getting a sense from what you're saying here. It's you. And there's a man here, a very passionate man that wants to come in. And the sense here, though, somebody is coming from their heart chakra. And I have to say, it may not be you. Not that you don't come from heart, but I feel like this is developing in you. And this is how you're dealing with it. Because there's feelings coming. And we may be feeling like we can't deal with it. It's too much, too hard, too maybe, you know, too much of a burden on us. We're used to taking things light and fluffy. And this is heavy and thick. And we don't know how to deal. So we just want to leave and move on. Does that make sense? No. I'm trying to make sense here because it's all over the place. This man, this really is his, this is his energy right here. He's very passionate, physically attracted. He wants to come in and figure out what's going on. I feel like he hasn't got all the answers. He's been kind of either, you know, brought to the curb here, not knowing why. And there's a sense of wanting to make a deeper commitment in the relationship. Okay. So I think the whole thing here I'm going to hinge on is these 2 cards. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to channel because these cards are going nowhere. The heart center chakra in you is developing. Okay. This is creating a complexity of emotions we've never seen. So our first instinct is to run because it's too heavy, too hard. Now, we are currently emotionally withdrawn to figure out what it is that we want. Now, they're telling me, make sure you tell them that there is a potential here for 10 of Cups. And 10 of Cups is as high as you can go, as emotionally satisfied as you can get. There's a potential there for this through this man. Even though at this point, I feel like this is not his element. This is air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And they're very intellectual, very, you know, communicative, getting to the point. But I feel like that's not his air. I feel like he wants to find out what's going on. So he's out of his element because he needs answers. And he's not getting any, is what they said. And she needs to figure out what, you know, why it is that she's moving on, basically. because she owes this man some answers is the sense I'm getting. So maybe what is hinging here. We may not be able to move forward unless we deal with this situation. So if we're just kind of jumping to go to another relationship, we really have to deal with this one first. And the first thing you need to do is search your heart and understand truly why you want to leave. Because they're going, we think you don't want to leave. We just think you're scared of all the emotions. That's it. That's what they're saying. So we need to just, if we need to retreat and deal with the emotions, then do so. But let that person know that it's too much to whatever, just be brutally honest and say that's the reason why. And then infuse that partner with the truth, because they need to understand that, because they're really kind of going stir crazy with all the energy, because they're very much in love. And this is the potential that they see. They want to start a family. They want to have the whole shebang, but that may be overwhelming for you to process. So we need to figure out where we want to go, first of all. And they are giving me a sense, yeah, she may have to back off here, but don't back off and go to another, because it won't work. We're just going to get another brick wall. So we have to really process the emotions that we have here first, and then realize if that's what we want or don't want. And then tell that partner, say, no, you're not what I want, and then go. It's kind of like there's a system here. They're going, there's a systematic way we got to do this, and we can't just run and jump. So if that makes sense to you, that is their advice, is to you back off if you feel you need to, but make sure the partner knows that it's not because you don't care, but because it's overwhelming, right? Because there's a sense of this, I think, the partner feeling confused as to why this is happening. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of what I'm getting. We got to the point here, I think, which is we got to deal with that heart chakra and clear those issues up. Because everybody's advancing with their, their emotional energies and whatnot. And we have to, we don't want to regret, is the sense I'm getting. Okay? Eyes like stars. Hopefully that makes sense. They're giving me the okay. So I might have lost her there in the feed, but hopefully that makes sense. So just work on your heart chakra. If you have to do it alone, do so, but keep the partner informed and you'll be okay. Because there's a sense here, they just don't want you to do something in regret and make the partner mad and upset is what I'm getting. So hopefully that helps you. Where were we? Okay, so that was eyes. Sorry, guys, I don't want to skip anybody. Okay, Sunshine Girl, who's coming in for love? Okay, we're going to hit you up there. They want me to do these again. So just give me a minute to shuffle. Sunshine, and then, where are we? I'm good, Tarot. Tarot, Heaven, Angels, Stella. Thanks for asking. Okay, and then Tina, I think you're coming up next after that. Okay, so Sunshine, here we go. What did you want? Coming, okay, love, yeah. Okay. I think I might be picking up on your energy, kind of calm and mellow and chill. Hopefully that's you. Okay. One, two. So this is for Sunshine Girl. You're still here. Okay, catch up here. Okay, 4. First card for you is for Foundation and Achievement. So that's stability in the home life, right? I think I put this backwards. Stability in the home life, feeling stable, secure. your lot in life, your family, everything's good and solid is the sense I get. 4, mind you, these were all reversed, but I usually don't work with reversals here. 4, authority, right? Someone in your life is taking authority over you is the sense I get. We're not liking it too much. Feeling very stifled. So hopefully this isn't a partner. So we got happiness at home. This could be someone at work now. We're asking for love readings, so it's interesting. Next card we get is solar plexus. Now solar plexus is about personal power. And this man, I feel like he's taking that away from you, okay? Or threatening that is what I'm seeing here. Where'd she go? Is sunshine in here? I'm going to put some clarifiers, but I first want to go through this energy again here because I'm getting a dichotomy. The energy here is solid, firm, stability. I get very much in a family life, okay? But someone of authority, and it could be a father figure or someone outside of a partnership or a marriage, because there's a sense of family here. But it could also be, just give me a minute. Like someone's taking away our free choice is the sense I get. Like someone's taking away our free will. They're putting pressure upon us. Does this make sense? Yeah, Rosie, just put up a crystal ball and then I'll go through the list and get as many as I can. I'm just working on Sunshine Girl. I think she's gone, but I'm going to do the reading. I'm going to finish it off here. There's a sense of a family foundation here, but someone overpowering us and our power and our free will to move forward, okay? I'm going to get into the romance cards. It's almost like we're in a lesson here of having to stand up to someone in our life. And again, it could be a father figure messing with things that cause problems in our home. Like we may be in a relationship. If we're in a relationship, it's solid and sturdy. And if we're not, there's someone that we want to move forward with that I feel like there's opposition for. I'm not getting any validation here, so I don't know. Yeah, and it's like our own self-worth is wrapped up in the standing up towards this person, because I'm getting a sense we want to enter a relationship or want to go towards a relationship or want to be with someone, and there's an authority figure here. In a sense I'm getting is like a fatherly figure. It may not be your father, but someone who is like that to you. And they are what we really need to enforce our power on is this person, but I feel it's above and beyond, or could be that other person's family member, someone of authority. Could even be a mother figure, but they're showing a male here, so it's personal. It's not like I'm doing a whole group. So it would be a male figure, and it would be someone that we have to, it is kind of a life lesson here to enforce our power and stand up to this person, not in opposition, but to stand up and exude our own power forward and go where we want to go. If we want to go there, it's like we're an adult, we can do this. The sense I'm getting is someone wants to stifle that energy. So I'm going to expand here. On the 4, we get 6, the Lovers, which is again someone here that we are greatly romanticized in our life and we want to move forward with. We have a lot of loving feelings towards this person. And on top of the 4 is the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is about fated events that are meant to happen. And I feel like the fated event is that we kind of have to fight against some opposition to go towards the partner that we love. And the next card over the 3 is the 2 of Wands. Yeah. And that card, again, I'm non-traditional with these. I throw away the rule book and I just go with what I feel. So this one here is always, it got a sense of heart, a friend that we have that is kind of our confidant, that we tell our secrets to, someone that is very entrusted to us. And this person is going to help us. I feel like they're giving us advice to stand up against this person and say, you can't let them rule your life. It could be a bigger brother as well, is what they're saying. You can't let them rule your life all the time. If you want something, and sometimes people don't understand that people, even if you're trying to avoid them making mistakes, they need to make those mistakes to go forward. This is the sense I'm getting. So that's the scenario. There's some kind of a fated event here having to do with a couple getting together, and one of the parties here, either you or the other person, is needing, part of their lesson in life is to stand up against the opposition and exert their power forward so they can move forward more confidently. And that will help you deal with your solar plexus, your personal power, and that's part of the path. So I didn't get any verification here, so I'm just going to carry on. So hopefully she'll catch that in the repeat feed when she gets it. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on. So thanks, Sunshine, I think it was, for that question. Okay, so we went through eyes. Hey, Tina, you're next. Tina Marie, if you're still here. Love, I will carry that forward. Just give me a minute to shuffle up. They're asking me to go a little spiritual on you, so we're going to do that. I'm going to use my new spiritual cards. Okay, let's see what we get here, Tina. Expand on things. We want the bigger picture, eh? You're from my room, so I get your energy quite quickly. There is a block here. They're going, we want the block card. So, holy. Okay, give me a minute. Come to a dead end stop. Not a dead end stop, but a pressure point. That's what they're kind of saying here. Give me a minute, shuffle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it has to do with giving our emotions outward. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Intensive here. One and one, hold on here. It's heavy duty. They're screaming at me. We have a block is what I'm getting here. I gotta scroll down. And okay, we'll fix it. Very, very primed here. Get this fixed and out of the way, because it's like we're not seeing it, meaning you are not understanding. Okay. So thanks, guys, for waiting here. Okay. So I'm going to start with the first spiritual card. We have 8 of water. Again, this is rampant in my room, this card. It's talking about being all lit up from the inside, right? All his chakras are going off. Talking about the happy. They're going, we're feeling the happy, but we're getting all these triggers and we don't know quite how to get past, is the sense. Okay, I'm getting. They're going, this is natural, this is all good. Okay, so Just give me a moment here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first card, 5 of Wands. So that's struggle. Action that wants to happen. And this is where we're pausing. We want to take action, but we're reluctant. Does this make sense? Next card, 10 of Cups. We want to take action towards love and all the whole emotional process. Next card, 4 of Pentacles. But there's a sense here. Okay, in this deck, this card means discoveries, right? Finding something here we've discovered in the love direction we want to take action on. Now, I'm going to flip right to the romance cards. So on the action card, we get the 6 of Wands. Okay, now the 6 of Wands is about traveling. She's moving away. So there's a sense either that you may be moving away from a relationship or towards a relationship. Next card. 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is not good because this is the secret rendezvous card. Now, this could mean many things. If it is us that's leaving, it says that we're going away, because this usually means, one, we either are in a relationship we want to keep on the down low to a high degree. We don't want nobody knowing about it. Or 2, we're stepping out on a relationship and we don't want no one knowing about it. Okay, so either one of those things, you got to figure out what scenario hits. Okay, well, there's something about an energy of wanting to take off here. Okay, just give me a minute. You're single. Are you wanting to take action towards someone that may not be single? Because that's what that would mean if we reverse that. Because this is the rendezvous, and she's running towards. Now, the discovery here, what do we get? 4 of Wands. Oh, marriage. Walking down the aisle. So the sense here is, if we're single, okay, then we got someone here that's either running away and wants to marry us, or we want to go and run away and get married. Now, you got to have your eye on someone. Oh, that's what it is then. Married guy who's stepping out and wants to travel. Okay, okay. Something going on here. This may be a loop for you, is the sense. Just give me a minute. Yeah, this is a looping. This happens. Either it's the same guy that does this over and over, or you have this cycle of married men coming your way. There's an energy you're giving off. This is what you don't know about. Okay, the block card is surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on your power of heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. This is what they're going. We're focusing on this. We're not wanting to manifest it, but we're focusing on it. So that's what it is. We're going, oh, what is it with this dude? Like, da-da-da, get off my back. But we're focusing on the dude. So he keeps coming back. Does this make sense to you? We're mad. Not mad, but frustrated is the sense I'm getting. We're not seeing clearly how we're attracting. Give me a minute. I'm going to pull another. Oh, that was the story. I'm going to give you an animal card here. There's something about this dude, like he's not going to give up, they said. So I don't know what's going on here. But it's frustrating for you, I get that, the feeling of that. It's like, oh, man, like you're rolling your eyes going, oh, that doesn't make it easier. Okay. So maybe because he doesn't have the opportunity to let it go, he can't let it go. Be strong and courageous. You get the rhinoceros. Give me a minute here. The swirl. How everything's connected. Something about this dude here. Let me go back. Look at these first 3. So either this guy. Because they're going. I feel like the message they want to get through to you is that we are kind of manifesting this in reverse mode, meaning we're frustrated by this, that it keeps happening, and it's rolling around in our head as kind of like, oh, like kind of a stressor, to the point where it's kind of a cycle of attracting it. But so we got to really divert our attention is the thing, because they're going, it is kind of hard, because that's, I mean, every day. So there's something here about we have to, yeah, they're going, oh, she's stand her ground, but this guy's just relentless, is the sense I'm getting. Like he's not giving up. It's like he sees the 10 of Cups in you. Like the sense I got that I didn't really want to say was the sense that this guy's kind of love at first sight with you or something. Like it's there's so much attraction there, but it's just not felt on your end. Or maybe it is, but it's denied because this guy's married. So that's that, right? That kind of a sense. And he just won't give up. And it's a struggle. I'm going to ask for some clarity here. Like, what are we supposed to do here? Because I feel like, oh yeah, we just highlight the situation, but we got to understand what to do here. They're saying be courageous, and stand up. But the thing is, you stand up, and the next day he'll be hitting on you again. So what's the deal? Like it's in one ear and out the other. Yeah. But what do we have to have courage for? Okay, I'm going to pull another block card here and see. Okay, so it's a mind thing. It says surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic. You deserve to be treasured and surrounded by positive people. You know this. But the thing is our mind is preoccupied with this. So it just keeps, it's like a magnet that's turned on, right? So even though we're thinking, I don't want, it's still that person that we're thinking about. And the energy is matching that. So to a certain degree, you have to master your mind, get it on something else. Like Brad Pitt, I don't know, whatever. Get out there and on something else. Because it's it's just a loop. And they're going, yeah, and that's the problem, is because one, we're thinking about it. So I mean, did I give you something you didn't have here 5 minutes ago? Because that's what they're saying. This needs to it's perpetually created by you, though, because we're over stressing about it, we're worrying about it, and we can't get it out of our head, because it's like batting them away, but it's still them. So that's basically what they want to show you. You got to reroute your brain, get out of that habit, and that will start to break up. They'll start to break up. It's just the fact that we're stressing, and we may not realize how much we're thinking about it is the degree as well. Yeah. So think about a single dude. Even if he's imaginary, you make him up, think about that instead of stressing, because it's still in our mind frame, instead of stressing about the married dudes. So I think that's what they wanted to get through. So hopefully that helps. Yeah. Because it's a loop we're creating, but we just didn't know we were creating it by thinking. Even though we're thinking we don't want it, it's still in our energy field. Just think of them as clairvoyance, right? Through pictures, like when we're stressing about it, thinking about it, that's where it goes. So hopefully that helps you break that pattern, because that's what they want to help you do. That is the sense I'm getting. There it goes. You're welcome. Yeah. It wasn't what I expected, but yeah, that'll help you. So whatever, well, mind you, if you think about movie stars, you can attract that as well. It's like, hey, I know you. You're welcome. Yeah. All you do, Terry Avalos, just put up a globe, and I'll look through the globes and give me a genre, like career, work, or general. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and come on more often and do this. Where were we? Okay, Tina Marie. We did that one. Flori Mel. Okay, I was wondering if you could shed some light. I can go into you, but I'm not going to go into Spy on the Boyfriend. So if it comes out through your reading, then so be it. So we'll do that, Flori. So hold on a sec here. If you're still here. Love reading. Okay, so we'll go into you, Flori, and we'll see what comes out. If it comes out through there, then, you know, how do you say? Lucky you. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna. Awesome. I'm going into my spiritual cards here. I'm gonna give you one spirit card, I think. One and okay. And then you wanted love. It was love, basically. Just give me a moment here. These they want. So the first card I got as I continue shuffling. This is a spiritual card about knowledge. So yeah, we're trying to gain knowledge in certain areas, right? Yeah. Reading from the Book of Life here. It's kind of not getting more than. Okay. Then we get awareness, right? So there's something here. You are, the feeling I get is you're more aware than you think you are of all of this stuff. And again, use your instinct because that's going to get you far. You know more than you're letting on about things, okay? Because that guy's got a loop around his head here. He's pretty illuminated. And he's getting downloaded too, you know, universally, right? You're getting instinct here that is very valid as well. May not feel like something you know, but it's valid, okay? I'll give you that hint. And then 5 is conflict and defeat. So there's a sense here, because we were asking, yeah. I'm going to go all the way here. Next card we have is transformation. So there's something going on here in that way of life. We had a situation come up that changed everything. That's what they're saying. This makes sense. Oh, I could have. Sorry, Soul Girl. I could have. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. So you'll be next. Sorry about that. Yeah, you did. Thanks for speaking up so I don't miss it. Sorry. I kind of go too fast at it. Okay. So girl, you'll be next. Okay, give me a sec here. Yeah, there's some kind of almost like we almost like our partner or whoever this is about. If this isn't a love thing, whoever this is about, there was some conflict here. It's like that person underestimated us to a high degree. We had to stand up, but I feel like there was something that was held back. Like we're kind of holding our cards close to our chest, not revealing everything, but at the same time waiting. It's almost like waiting for that person to trip up. And even though the whole conflict here has created a situation, it's almost like we're holding back. It's like we've got the knowledge to win the fight here, but we're holding that back. Does this make sense to you, Flori? Like there's a side here that's being held back, but nonetheless, this whole situation with these two people is transforming everything. They're going, everything in the world, in their universe is transforming for both of these people. So if this is a partner, Yeah, like knowledge, like we are knowledgeable. Like we're getting ready to do this to someone else to say, look here, I know this, that, and the other. Like throw facts on the table is what I'm getting. And then the awareness is again on your side. We got a huge awareness of what's going on instinctively, right? Because this is all about instinct and things that come from instinct. Even though we have no quote unquote proof, we know from instinct what's going on here. And there's a big transformation coming. Now I'm going to pull 3 romance cards. Because the sense is like I'm getting a sense you threw yourself under the bus, but you know different. Like almost like a self-sabotage, but in a weird energy I'm getting. Are you still here, Flory? So I'm going to pull 3 romance cards here and see what's going on. Yeah, like someone's holding their cards, and the sense is that they're not going to spit it out, even if it proves the other person wrong for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's to keep the relationship, because if they spit it out, then the relationship would maybe split or suffer, or. But it's like I'm not going to say, because the minute I say, that's it. We're done. Does this make sense? I think I lost her. We'll go into losing people here. Yeah, that's the sense I'm getting. Somebody's holding all their cards, and it's weird. It just doesn't seem like you should be doing that. So the first card I get to, I'm going to take this one out of here. Even though we have all that knowledge, take it out. There's a sense of knowing more than the partner here. There's an awareness. Okay, what do I get on top of that? The Romance Tarot. This is their Joker card, their dud card. I put that in there when the universe wants to tell me that they can't let that detail out. Because I said, don't throw random cards. I want to know that it's something that is detrimental to their past. So there's a sense here that we have an awareness of stuff that we're holding close to our chest. Okay, is this making sense? Okay, well, okay, so we have the awareness. Now, this is about things that cannot be revealed universally because it's detrimental to our path forward, and this has to do with fate and things that are written. I'll leave it at that. Now, about conflict and defeat, we get this card. 7 of Pentacles, and that is about someone wanting to keep a relationship on the down low. So if this is not you stepping out, it could be your partner, unfortunately. Okay. Again, there's details here. Keep your instinct intact, because they're going, she knows what's going on. This person knows what's going on. So it's not like we're not in the know, but we have to watch. There's details here that are not yet revealed. And on the transformation, we have 0, which is about the Fool, which is about going off in a new direction. So if this is not you, then this may be your partner. No, the knowledge is there. So we need to go forward as if our instinct is intact, which it is. They said it's highly intact. And there's a reason that we're feeling things so heavily, because they're going, it's heavy. This woman's feeling it. This should be, the physical, because you're going to get denial here, unfortunately. I'm going to throw a block card here. Yeah, sure, Diana. Just put up a globe, and I'm going down the list and hitting all the globes. And then just tell me whether you want love or career or general, and we'll go from there. I'll try and fit in as many as I can here. So, block card. So, I mean, Again, there's details here that need to be figured out, but they're telling me your instinct is on par here. So don't throw that away. Don't deny that. Surrender stubbornness is your block card. So if you were taking a rigid stance, observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So I feel like there might be a hiccup here. It may not be all as smooth as we think it is, but nonetheless, there's cards that support this energy. But this is thoughts of going in a direction. He has not yet put his foot down. So keep that in mind. Trying not to be too, right? So if you are stubborn about this, try and back up a little bit and take a pause and search your soul on all levels, heart, soul, mind, body, the whole thing. And kind of, if you can, that's going to be hard if that's the situation. There's something here I'm missing. Just give me a minute. Is there a sense that this person has got too much freedom? That's the sense I got. There's too much freedom here. Hey, Bows and Bubbles. Thanks for coming in. So I'll leave it at that. So try and work with your stubbornness, ease that up, soften that up a bit, and search your soul. But the instinct is on par with what they're telling me, so you have to go with that. Or you don't have to. You can do whatever you feel. The sense I'm getting is you need to process that a little bit, a little more thoroughly is what they said. More thoroughly, because there's details here. And even though we can't give you all the details, you can seek them out for yourself, right? Be courageous and go in there. Okay, so hopefully that helps you, Flory. Okay, where were we? See if, I don't think I'm too far behind here. Oh, right, we had Soul Girl, because I missed her. Is she still in? Yeah, love reading. I wanted to know if me and my, to have a healthy union. I've got, yes, okay. We will look into that. I'm going to go with my, yeah, my high cards all the way here. Romance, and then we'll go. Thanks, guys, for being patient. Sometimes they just tell me to more cards, and it's like. But sometimes, you know, certain people, they need more help in a certain area, right? So, and some people, they come in, they everything's, you know, it's going to be smooth, and some people it's not so smooth. So, okay, Soul Girl. Here we go. They're telling me you use 2 spiritual decks here, so I'm going to do that. So there may be a sense here that you are easily accepting of that area, higher frequency stuff. Like doing a lot of soul work, is the sense. Or some level being aware of that. And then these as well. Okay, I'm going to start with the first card while I shuffle. 21, the world. Okay, now. Oh, these lights are bad. It doesn't help. There we go. That's better. Okay, so the world. In this deck, this usually means that the weight of the world, like the burden of responsibility is very high on this relationship, okay? To the point where they're almost busting apart. They're just holding hands though. And they're making me highly aware of the children. So you may either have children with this person, or you both have children individually, or one of you have children. That is very demanding, the sense. But nonetheless, it's close to a completion here. I feel like that's the struggle here, is the burden to hang on to the relationship, because there's so much work to be done here, okay? Next card. The Knight of Wands. So this may be your partner. That's Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sag. If it's not that sign, could have that element of someone who knows what they want and they go out and they get it. This guy doesn't look, he looks pretty laid back, but he's very focused in the mind. He's going to go off in a direction, get what he wants. So somebody here is in that mode. If it's not you, it's your partner trying to get what they want out of the relationship, is what I'm hearing. Next card is the Magician. Give me a moment here, because there's a fine line here between manipulation and manifestation for somebody, okay? Somebody here, it's like they said bend the rules. Someone here is bending the rules in this relationship, and there may be awareness on the other part, and this is what is causing the rift, okay? Somebody's bending rules here because they're trying to go after what they want. It may not be the relationship itself. It may be something outside of the relationship, so keep that in mind. On the 21 card, the burden, what's going on there? It says challenge your perception. There may be more than meets the eye to this relationship. There may be more things going on around you. And this is an angel, so we're talking about spirituality and stuff. Deeper issues than just the mundane. Because the sense here is like bills and rent and job and here and there. Like we may live at a distance from this person. Union in August. Okay. Somebody here is responsible, because they're making me highly aware of the children. So if it's not children per se, then we're responsible for someone else's well-being. Does this make sense? Or someone in the relationship is. So you are not in union then, is what you're saying. Okay, I don't know if I got that. So it's telepathic. Is this correct? I have to get on the level here. Okay, I'm confused. So you guys came together in August but are now split? Or what's the deal? I'm confused. So are you telepathic or no at this point? In the future? Okay, so you've been in contact. How have you been in contact? Can I ask? I just got to clarify so I can get on the level. Like through internet and whatnot? Communications through phone or whatnot? Okay. So there's not actually been any physical contact, or okay, that's in the future. Okay, so you guys are planning to meet, is the sense I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'm really mixed up because I want to get grounded with how you're connected so that I can go along that line. Okay, so you're empathizing is what I'm getting, not necessarily telepathic and not in contact, correct? Okay, so this is empathy. Okay, I have to get on the level. So challenge your perception. This is what we're talking about. There's something here. Okay, I gotta go through this again. So we're talking about stresses. So if we are in this mode, it is not the coupled relationship that's getting us down. It's life. We have burdens upon us in our own lives. Okay, so this reading is for you. So this is the main energy here for you. And then you can transfer that how you will when you go over it. Because the sense here is that we have a lot of burdens upon to the degree that we may not be able to get into a relationship, okay? Because these two are in a relationship, but if you are not in that union yet, it means that there's a lot of issues here, okay? Which is, I mean, that's part of that path. Now, this is the energy probably of the partner. He's focused. Now, could be you as well, is what they're saying. We're focused on something and gaining it and trying to manifest. Oh, it is you. So we're trying to manifest this. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're rerouting here. This is your energy. Could also be your partner's, but they're correcting me saying, no, she wants this relationship to happen. She's trying to manifest this relationship. And they're going, it's a fine line between manipulate and manifest. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Don't freak out yet. Now, when we get on top of all of the burdens, because when you're in a flamage thing, all of life suddenly, it seems like it becomes harder, but really what it is, just all your issues need to be dealt with. So this is what is happening. And the sense I'm getting is that you may or may not feel ebb and flows. And they're going, the ebbs and the flows are directly related to the amount of work we do. Does this make sense? Okay, it may be reversed then. It may be him that is doing this to a degree. But I get a weird sense he's kind of unaware. But I'll continue here. I got a few more cards. So on top of this burden card, this is your issues, your things becoming very heavy at this point, hard to deal with. And our focus is not on the issues, so we need to put it back on there to deal with the issues, because this is what fast tracks you, right? And if we're looking at the partner, then our issues become, how you say, when we're focused on the partner, they become more separated from us because we're not focusing on our issues. When we focus on our issues, it magnetizes the partner to us. This is a misunderstanding. We do not understand, so understand that. Now, on top of this, challenge your perception. That's what I just said, is the more that we focus on the partner, the farther away we're going to be. The farther away that August is going to get. So the more we deal with our issues, the closer. It'll be the end of July, the middle of July. You know what I mean? I hope you're understanding that, okay? Now, that's what they're going. That's the first perception here that's mismatched. So that's what they want you to challenge. It's not about focusing on the partner, and believe me, it's hard not to do this. I know, but that's what you got to do. Now, on top of the partner, we get see yourself in nature, sense of wanting to ground out, because the sense I'm getting from you is that we are spending a lot of time in our head. Why? Because that's where we feel it, right? And again, they're showing me ebbs and flows with you. Like sometimes we get it really powerfully, and then other times it's like we can't get it. We can't get that feeling. So we're kind of obsessed with getting it back. And they're going, no, there's reasons for this. When they ebb and flow, is indulge when it's there and release when it's not, because it's almost like that obsession is pulling it away. Does this make sense to you? So when you get that ebb, yeah, and that's all good. Being creative helps your chakras and all that. What else was I going to say? The thing I think is that just not to be obsessive about it, and also the issues, because they're going creative, yes, check, and they're going the issues is what we're kind of weaseling away in and out of. I mean, which everybody's going to do, right? Okay, that would be there. That's the family life stress right there. So challenge your perception with what I told you. Go out in nature. So when you're writing, maybe take yourself outside if you can and go in the woods, like go where you can get de-stressed and grounded out. By that meaning get out of your head and be more in the moment. Like if you're at a lake, you watch the water, you watch the birds, be in the moment, because they're going, this person's up in their head, and it may be an escape mechanism, right, to get out of that. So literally get out of the house if that's where everything's hitting the fan, so to speak. Try and do that. Get out in nature. That's going to help you get your energy in the right frequency. Manifesting on top of that, surrender to the flow. They're going, yeah, quit trying to control and steer the boat. Just jump on a leaf and let it take you. Is really, and it's hard to do. I know I've been there. Been there. I was. I don't know. I think I put a turbocharger on my boat. Is what I did. Anyway. Okay. Next card. Now we're gonna go heavily spiritual. Now challenging your perception. We're gonna go one deeper. The scribe. What do I get from that? That's about. Just a minute. I'm gonna look at this before I show you. That is air. Inner knowledge. Also look at the bee. There's a bee here, right here, or it kind of looks like a bee to me, but it may not be. They're making me notice that highly. If it's a bee, it means very active, very busy, to the point where we may not be busy on the right things, is a sense I'm getting here. The scribe, right? Because there's a lot of wisdom here, but we're not stopping long enough to focus on the right things, is basically what's going on. And that happens in busy life, and other people's, the OPP, other people's problems are more important than our own, and therefore we get no perspective, no real perspective, because we're worried about everybody else's life, including the partner, right? So we got to bring that back to ourselves, get out in nature, and really release some of that busyness, because they're going, there's a choice here that we can get involved or not. Is that correct? Because they're going, we need to be less involved with everybody else. That's their advice. Now, next card, King of Air. So we got a lot of air here. And the eagle is about taking a higher perspective, right? All these birds, obviously flyers, right? But getting yourself out of the muck, right? So if we got a hectic family life, we got to kind of bring ourselves out of it a little bit so we can see the forest here. They're saying we think we're handling it pretty well, but once we get ourselves alone, we'll realize how stressful we truly are being. Because it's almost like there's an unrealization, or we're not in realization of how stressed we actually are until we go out in nature or whatever and de-stress, and then you go, holy, I was carrying a lot, like my shoulders were like this, so it's tense straight up. We're not going to realize that until we actually get out of there. So literally going to a park or being, just a bench somewhere away from home where you're just by yourself, that kind of thing. Isolate yourself in nature. There's more of a release there, a reward for you than you realize. Now, The last card we get is wisdom. Yeah. And that's about turning inside to get that wisdom. Turning inside to turn that light back on ourselves, because we're so busied up outside of us that, hi, bright light. I'm on Soul Girl right now here, but, just give me a moment. Because what was your question? Yeah, see, these are, because you're asking about the union, whatever, these are all problem things in the way of it that we weren't even seeing, is what they said. We're not even seeing how much distance we're putting in the relationship. Why? Because one, we didn't realize that we had to make ourselves a priority. And if we don't make ourselves a priority, and the fact that, I mean, you probably hear this everywhere, but when we work on ourselves, we actually create that vacuum to bring things in. But the minute we focus on the partner, it pushes them out again. So we really, I hope that translates well, really have to do it for ourselves from our own heart. Because if we do not grow from our heart, it does not connect. And that is this card in a nutshell. We need to go inside and figure out who we are and what makes us happy and what gives us peace. Because they're going, we ain't got the peace thing down, because we really have bundled up so much stuff on top of us that we can't see our own selves, feel our own selves, our instinct. We have a lot of knowledge here, but we're so full of everybody else's stuff that we can't get to it. That's what they're saying to me. So hopefully this makes sense, because that's what you need to do, is unburden yourself from everybody else's crap. You have to take a stand and say, whoa, you know what? It's time for me to deal with me. And when you start doing that, more things will, unfortunately, more issues will come, but it will be more of your issues, not everybody else's issues. And you'll deal with them. And then that'll start that cord back up, chain that cord back to you, and you start start bringing it in. Because until we get to our own issues, we ain't even going to see the partner. So that's the problem that we weren't seeing, is until we start dealing, because we think we can get it without dealing. And that's, yeah. So that's really the discrepancy. So hopefully this makes sense to you and you get what you need out of there, because they're really pulling me for the, and the thing too is to take yourself, like I'm feeling, you had mentioned as well about family. There's a lot of people tugging at your, your strings here. So you need to really kind of tell them to back it up a bit. You make yourself a priority, and that's the biggest thing here they want you to realize at this point, is start backing people up. I unburdening from other people's, so we can see straight. So hopefully that helps you. Yeah. A lot of being in the head that we have to ground out and be in the moment instead of in the planning of the future. Because the more that we're doing the planning of the future, the more it stays, the further away it goes. That just flows that boat way out there. So hopefully that helps. You're welcome. Okay, man, oh man, where was I? I'm gonna have to start slowing them down here, guys. Sorry, but okay, so girl, okay. Okay, Razor, are you still in? I'm going to check to see if you're in, so I'm not doing readings for people that aren't here. You're still in, you're next. And then it looks like Karen, thanks for the compliment. You didn't say she wanted a reading. Hello? Kagaya, subliminals. Hi, I wonder if I could have a reading. Okay, so subliminals. Okay, we got a lot here if they're still in. So it'll be Razor Rashawn if you're still in. Then Subliminals, I can't pronounce. Kagaya Subliminals, if you're still in, you'll be next. And then Karen, you'll be on deck if you're still around here. Who's here? Diana Thomas. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just keep going down the list here because these people didn't answer. And then there's Elizabeth S. as well. Florimel, I got you. Elizabeth S. Are you still here? Karen Carson. Okay. Holy. Okay. So, sorry, guys. My scroller. Okay. Oh, Bright. Holy, where was I? I just did Soul Girl. Did I not? Yes. I did Florimel. So a Bright Light was in there. See, I'm not even catching it. And you're still there. Okay. So Bright Light, you're next in line. Sorry, I'm reading everything. So I'll go with that. What did you want? Why is he in love with me? Okay. Because you're great and wonderful. That may be a reason. I don't know. Okay. Love. Oh. Well, that's interesting. They're asking me to pull a deck out. I don't have out. So there's got to be a reason for that. Okay, Bright Light. Here we go. This is a love reading. They're asking me to pull a deck I didn't have, so see what we... Okay, I'm only going to be able to do about 3 more here, I think. So I'm getting... You're welcome, Bright Light. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 and 3 here and see. So you're asking about a love here. One more. Sorry, Diana. Yeah, I got to get a moderator in here or something. Figure out how to... You may catch me next month. I'll announce through videos here. Keep your eyes open for... I'll try and come out more often for those that can't stay. Oh. Okay. Are we going through Bright Light? Are we going through some emotional turmoil here? Because my cheeks are heating up. So they're sending you energy while I'm doing this. Something's going on here. Holy, that's too many. One, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, let's start here. The first card I get is the 9 of Swords, and this is for Bright Light. Okay. That is about stress, worry, and anxiety, right? So, not good. Stressing, worrying, and anxious about a partner. Lovers, that's what we're stressing about. See if I can tap in here. 4 of Wands. Somebody here was focused on marriage. It's not you, it's that other person that you're with. I'm getting a sense of bewilderment. If it's not from you, it'd be from your partner. Like they don't know what's going on. Some way here, they're bewildered. Okay, so on the 9 of Swords, we get 0, the Fool. So that's about going off in a new direction. Is this where you're at? You just don't want, you want to go off in a different direction? Because that's a sense here. Somebody wants to go off in a new direction. Somebody is bewildered as to what's going on here. Someone's kind of lost, like, I don't get it, right? That's the sense I'm getting. On top of the Lovers card, we get 19, the Sun, which is about happiness. Now, in this romance deck, there's a sense of having a lot of distance between the couple. So this could be something that is going on here. Okay. Yeah, like he doesn't know why you're angry, is the sense I'm getting. Okay. He doesn't get it. He may have heard it, but he doesn't understand. Doesn't make sense to him. Now, on the 4 of Wands, which is about stability, and being united front is the sense I'm getting. Like something about, like I thought we were cool. Like that's the thing I'm getting. 8 of Cups, about going out and celebrating. So do we have someone here that went out and did something when they were drunk and they don't remember? Or maybe not even drunk, but just out with people, and it's almost like I get a sense they were out with people, they said something maybe offensive to the partner or something. They don't realize that the person could get that mad, is the sense I get here. I'm going to pull a block card here. What's the message here? Like, we got to get to the root. Is what I'm. There's a misunderstanding here. Okay. Yeah, because the sense I'm getting is just a misunderstanding, but there's someone on the other end is very bewildered, has no idea what the heck's going on. And like the sense I'm getting is that one partner wants to leave, get the hell out of Dodge, and the other one's like, wait a minute, I thought we were cool. What's going on? Like, where are you going? That kind of thing. Running after, right? Running after, but and they're going, it's a misunderstanding because we're not communicating this. We don't know what the partner's up to. Well, the thing is, the partner on the other side of you, he does not understand that you are as mad as you are. And the sense I'm getting is the mad that you are is like, I don't want this no more. Yeah. And the sense I'm getting is you're ready to go. Like, because this new direction is bringing you to, I don't want this no more. So he's lost. He just doesn't know what's going on. Okay. I'm going to bring a block card. Okay. This is kind of ironic. It says surrender to silence, quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter stillness within you. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel like this might be an anger issue for you. They're telling you to kind of go within and silence yourself. Your mind, because they're going, the mind is monkeying with this one. That's what they said. We are really getting stirred up over something. Yeah. So we need to, the silence is of the mind. And they're going, just give me a minute. Yeah, I have to go back a step here, but because you get way overworked, way overblown, way overthrown. The minute we communicate with the partner, we'll understand how they gave me the word ludicrous this is, because we really, none of us understands what's going on here, including you, they said. That's what they said. They're going, she doesn't even know what's going on, but she's flying off in a direction here where we're stressed right out and anxiety ridden. But there was a partnership here that was very grounded because they made me well aware. Yeah, that's the sense I'm getting. Unfortunately, that's what they're telling me, is that we're blowing things right out of proportion. And the sense here is this was a grounded relationship, and had the, in the future we could have been married. And they're going, or are we in fear of this? So you'll have to answer that question. Because it might be a fear of the commitment that we know we're going to have here. So therefore, we're sabotaging it. Self-sabotage, that's rampant right now. Okay, so that's what's going on, right? Yeah. So we have some anxiety. We don't want to be nailed down, pinned down. This man feels very rooted with you, but at the same time, or not at the same time, along with that, he, Four of Wands is basically the marriage card. I mean, this is a weird way, and they told me to do this, but I think it was because of this, because this is the Lover's card. And look, that root there is like, we are grounded, we're secure. So what's the thing? Like, if this is, they're going, it's more than just that one little thing, of course, right? Because it wasn't about the comment. The comment ticked us off, but we had, 15 other ticks on our list that added up that we didn't discuss. And this is what happened, because it all added up to all these swords, and not one of it's talked about. And it's still not talked about, and the partner's standing there bewildered. So the sense here is, in his defense, is that, I was out partying and I kind of was letting my boundaries down. But at the same time, this is not anything that should threaten the relationship. Okay, so on the grounded relationship, we get that Sun card, which is, that's happy, joy, jumping up and down. Even though in here it shows distance, but I think it's signifying that there's distance at this point, but the sun is shining and the lion sitting there in the middle with all the strength. We just need to communicate. We just need to get closer. Now, the Nine of Swords here, they're making me look at those roses. Just give me a minute. They're going, this is her, but she's not crying. He feels like he wants to cry. He's they're showing me him pacing and stressing out and anxiety ridden. Like he doesn't know what, like lost. Like he doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what to do with himself, can't sit down. Like it bothers him. And you don't realize this, how much it bothers him. So this is what they're wanting to highlight. And the roses is like, you should be going, this is not my personal opinion, but they're going, we should take those roses and end up on his doorstep and say, do we need to talk? Because this man is stressed to the max, okay? This new direction, give me a moment. They're going, we're being very naive if we think, just a minute. I'm sorry I'm insulting here, but there's a lesson here. There's something they want to get through. Like there's a viewpoint here. We're looking in a direction. We need to look over here, not there. So the silence has, I'm going to pull two more. Yeah. Because there's something about the way we're looking at this needs to shift here. Because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. And if we pass it up, there's no going back. This is what they said. Okay. I'm going to pull two more. Let's see if we got to clear this up. Nine of Wands. That's about defending. Okay. Standing your ground, putting a lot of work in. There's blood coming from there. So even though this is the card of having a defensive stance and wanting to give up because we've been beaten and battered, now the sense I'm getting, they're giving me, is that we've been through in the past, maybe not with this partner, we've been through battle in the past, and now it's coming out to bear on this partner. And that's the problem. This partner doesn't deserve the treatment we're giving them, even though we need to be healed by this. And we can't explain that to the partner. They're going, this makes no sense to us. We need to realize that this because they're going, she realizes this partner is the best thing to since sliced bread, right, to her. But there is a sense, and I mean, I get this on all levels. There's a sense if we had crap in the past, when we feel safe and secure, we have a tendency to let all that crap out on someone we feel safe and secure with instead of the people that should have gotten it, or, you know, because we didn't deal with it properly. That's the sense I'm getting. It's kind of like that. It's like we're taking all this crap out on this guy, and he is clueless. Not only that, he's really they're making me aware of the stomach area. Like he really feels like sick to his stomach. Like this is how it makes him feel. Okay, so I think that if nothing else, you have to realize how much it's affecting the partner, because they're underestimating one, our effect on the partner, and the partner's effect on us, because we're masking. I hope this is translating. We're kind of seeing all our past crap in this person, and we need to deal with that however we can. The first way is just to cry it out from our, we have to autopsy some of the past stuff that we've been through, meaning go there, think about it, clear it out emotionally. And that's how you deal with it. Okay, now the next card I got, Eight of Shields. Look at, this is about, yeah. So this is about the man's work. I'm going to close that in, but there's a woman there. She's kind of removed, like emotionally. I hope it can zoom in here. Emotionally, she's trying. There's a little kid. There's a man working hard. This is the card they wanted me to get. There's ships in the background symbolizing a future that we can get to. There's people, you know, things that are going to happen in the future here. There's a life path here that's been printed. And the woman is removed emotionally. That's the sense. I got to zoom it in because you can't really tell, but you zoom it in and you can see that she's really kind of just standing there, stoic. The man's working hard to get shit done, like shoemaker or whatever. And then he's trained the kid, you know, and, you know, but the sense is that she's just removed. She's just there. And that's that sense of needing to emotionally process your past so you can be in the now, right? Because there's all this past garbage is affecting this relationship. So you need to back off, but know why and explain to the partner why, to release him from all this anxiety and stress, because that partner's just feeling it. So we want to be an active participant. We don't want to just stand there. And that's what's going on right now. So just use your best judgment to deal with your own stuff. Okay, hopefully that helps. And part of that process will come about when you sit in silence and back the way, because I know I'm like that too. I need to back away, get away. And then when nothing is around me and I can focus on myself, then I can see clearly without anybody else's judgment, including the partner, right? Because you just need to sit and absorb it. And that's the sense I get. And then go back and process the emotions, because the emotions will lift all of that anger that you're shouting at this guy. Okay. Okay, so you got it. It's good. Yeah, because we're just taking out and we don't realize it, right? So there you go. Hopefully that helps you move forward. You're welcome. Blown away. You're welcome. Okay, whoops. Okay, I think I got time for a couple more, I said. Sorry. What the hell? That's a bad view. Okay, sometimes. That was intense. There's a lot more there than we give credit for. Okay, Constanza, I don't know how we're gonna get here. I'm trying to just go. I think I got time for two more. So you'll have to hit me up the next time, but I'll see where I'm at here and who's in. You might get bumped up here if nobody's in. Where was I? Bright light. Okay. Diana Thomas. I think she went to bed, but I'll check nonetheless if you're still here. Oh, yeah, I don't think she's here because yeah, she's going to bed. Sorry, Diana. Thanks for waiting as long as you did. Who do we have next? Terry. Terry Alvalos. Alvalos, if you're still in. Working our way here. I think we're trickling down to Terry. I didn't take note of the time to say I only got time for. So Terry's not in. Terry Alvalos, you're not in. Little kitty cats. Okay. Go down the list here. I'm trying to be as. Okay. Diana's gone. Okay, Constanza, you were next after that. So, would like to have a love reading regarding me and my ex. Are we going to be able to heal ourselves and make things work? Thank you. You're still here because you were commenting. Constanza, are you still here? And then Anafea, where did you go? Oh, boy, you're way back up here. Afia. Okay. Constanza, I'll do you right away here, but I'm just trying to. Karen, you're still here. You've been waiting a long time. I'll do you. And Afea, you're the last three. Okay? If you're still here, just say yes. And I'll do you three, and then I'll have to shut her down because it's just I'm losing people anyway. Okay, you're still here. So if you hold on, and Karen, if you're still here. Sorry, Gabrielle, you'll have to catch me next time. Yeah, I don't have super chat on my thing. I don't have anything hooked up, but thank you very much for the thought. But we'll catch you maybe next time. I'll post my thing to let you know when. So it'll be Constanza, Afea, or Karen and Afea here. Okay, sorry guys. We're not here. Okay. So what did Constanza? You wanted to know about a love. Okay, so we'll go romance. And they're showing me the spiritual deck. Okay, thanks, Karen. So Constanza, we'll do you. And Karen's been waiting for a while, and then we'll go up. I just can't keep track. It's hard. I'm gonna have to get someone to come with me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And they're showing me the spiritual deck. So, because you were asking about a partner or some such. Okay, I'm gonna give you the first card here. So we have the Knight of Cups. Now he's about love offerings going outward, so that may be you or that person. So if you're not making a love offer to this person, then he may be making an offer to you, or the feeling I get is that you're ready to offer that love outward to that person. Now this is, you were talking, hold on here, about an ex. Were you not? Okay. Yeah, so the energy here, the sense that I'm getting is that you're wanting to offer that love outward to this partner, okay? So that would be your energy. Oh, thanks, Karen. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, okay, just give me a minute, tap in. So okay, so this is Constanza here. You're ready to offer that love outward. You're wanting, you're very excitable is the sense I get. I'm gonna go line by line here. The next card is 9, the Hermit with the light. So what they're showing me here is there is some light that needs to be shed here on the situation. Now, I got to dig a little bit. Because there's a man here illuminating a picture of a woman. So the sense, just give me a minute here, but they're very much putting you in the masculine, right? There's very much a man here looking, a man offering, but yet that's your energy. A man looking at a woman and thinking fondly about the past, right? So this is very much your energy. Looking back on things that made you happy, okay? Next, Justice. And that's about balancing, making sure everything was fair. Because I'm getting a sense here that somebody had rose-colored glasses on. So is this you or your partner, okay? Because that's what needs to be dealt with here. There were things going on. I feel like they're going, breaks happen for a reason. We may not understand truly why this happened. Because I'm getting a sense the other side of this relationship, they know, but I feel like you're in kind of illusion as to why this truly broke apart. Does this make sense? I did one in May. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to continue. They told me to give spiritual cards, so we'll go from there. Now, about the love and wanting, kind of almost like wanting it back, we get show that you care. So there may be a sense here of feeling all these feelings, but not actually going outward to the partner in that. I don't feel, just hold on here till the end. I don't feel that's necessarily wrong, but they're just stating this is the fact. We're not quite going outward to the partner, but we're feeling a lot here, okay? Now, on the illumination card, thinking about things in our past, and again, we're focusing on everything that went right. So the sense I'm getting as well is that our issues in the relationship, when the relationship's gone, there were no issues. But when the relationship's there, we're feeling heavy issues. But we're not knowing how to deal with it, maybe in denial of some of this. He left. Yeah, that's the sense I get, is he knows why he left, but I don't think you know why on all levels. You may have presumed something, but you may not have known why it broke, okay? So I'm going to... Now the Hermit. This is about thinking about all the good stuff and looking, the rose-colored glasses and whatnot. And on top of that, we get need and necessity. Now, we get show that you care, and they're showing me that this is not being done by you maybe at this point, or maybe even in the relationship. Now, if this is the case, need and necessity, they're making me think about the bills and what we do for work. Were we or the other person a workaholic, and that is what mattered most, more than the relationship? Does this make sense? Is that on your end or the other person's end? There's something to do here with giving affections, showing that you care. They're going, it wasn't there. Does this make sense? Because it's like somebody was not showing affections to a degree the other partner expected. Okay, so that would be you against the partner. So the partner wouldn't have been giving you affections. But I get a sense you're like, I don't care. It doesn't, in a sense, it doesn't matter. You may have felt it, but you may not have communicated that, or you may not have done anything to say, I need more. But for some reason, I get the male leaving. Not like it was explosive, but like he was upset. He was perturbed to a degree, but not really an understanding of why. He was frustrated is the sense I get. But it was like like we started an argument and they just kind of left frustrated, but not understanding. They have their own reasons, but not understanding. It's almost, I don't know, there's something here. It's almost like he needed more, is the sense I get from the partner. And it may have been more of this, showing that you care. He wasn't either getting enough affection, like personal contact. And it may be because we have issues with that we're not ready to deal with, or we don't want to see, and that was the rose-colored. Could that be? Because that's the sense I'm getting, is really rose-colored. We're throwing things out here that very important to the partner, but we refuse to see it as important. Like we can do without it. It doesn't matter. But the partner's going, no, it mattered. And that was what happened. That's what eventually, it's almost like at a certain point we had to talk about it. And the partner thought, well, I'm not getting anywhere. And then it just added up. And then something happened and then off they went. It's kind of like, I know that's very, but that's the sense I get. Okay, so the last, on top of the Justice card, which is about balancing things. And that's the sense I get here. There was an imbalance in the relationship. One person did not know, didn't see, was in denial. And I get the sense, I'm sorry that it's you. Feel like this is not important. It doesn't matter. We can do it without it. It doesn't need it, right? Whatever. If you need more affection, no, that's okay. I'll just do, you wanted to keep it going the same way that it was. And he wanted to one up in a certain area and it couldn't get done. Talks about know your power on top of the Justice. So a sense of not knowing that we could have the effect of him walking out. It's almost the sense like I didn't think it would come down to this. I get that very heavily from your end. It's like, well, I didn't realize he would walk out. Yeah. And that communication is highly, because here the woman is communicating to the dragon, right, physically, but it's also communicating that you care, connecting with that other person. Okay, yeah, because he, the sense, hopefully this will clear things up. The sense was that he had tried to discuss with you many times and it was rerouted, and like he didn't get an answer. It was like you shut the door, like you were in denial of wanting to talk about this. And over time, he just saw that I can't change that. I can't do anything about it. We can't discuss things. She won't talk to me. So what am I going to do? I need more. She can't give more. So I'm out of here. Unfortunately, that's the sense I'm getting. And I feel like it was physical attention or communicate, like more deeper. He wanted a deeper relationship with you and you just weren't really willing to go there. So he had to go. And that's the sense, is like, well, I tried to talk to her. And as time went on, because I get a lag time here between the time you guys actually had a conversation about what the root cause was, which I feel is intimacy. He wanted to be more intimate with you. And it doesn't necessarily mean just physical. Communication wise, like us not talking, I think, and voicing our opinion outward is something he needed more. And he realized he couldn't get it from you. And over a long period of time, he just saw it's just not natural. I need something else. And that's why the sense that I'm getting, okay, of why it left. Now, what can we do from here? So I'll bring you a card. But this man is very highly frustrated. And it would take a lot on your part. I think you need to do some soul searching about what I said here and see if that really hits home. And if it does, then you got to search your soul and see whether you're willing or not to go to the depths this man wants. Because if you aren't, you need to be honest with yourself and let him get more. Let him get more satisfaction from someone else. Because if you really are not capable or don't want to work for it, you have to release him so he can find it. And the same, you will find someone more suited to your level. Okay, the block card is stubbornness. So there's a sense of stubbornness of wanting to deal with. This is what this man has come up against for you. He realized there's a stubbornness here. She just won't give. So you have to search your soul and find out where that door is and start to open that. On your own first, go there and feel that out. If it is that uncomfortable, you can't deal, don't even bother going back. But if you start to deal with it on your own and realize the pitfalls here and go back in the relationship, realize when he came to you to draw that out, then you can start dealing. And if you'll know instinctively when you start doing that, whether you can or cannot go back. Now, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance, gently observe and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So that's your help card. That's your root, is the stubbornness. So there's a stubbornness of wanting to deal with this. And the sense I'm getting is a blind eye. We're turning a blind eye. It's like we had the conversation and nothing is said, and we go do the dishes or make supper. It's like we don't even get a reaction. So this is the sense I'm getting. This is a really a sense of high denial. So you got to search into that and see if you're ready, because that's what you need to lift in order to go back. If you can't lift that stubbornness and open your heart and go in and show some vulnerability, this man will not be happy, and you won't be able to one up either, really. So you really have to search your soul for that, because it's your willingness to get past the issues. Once you find out what they are, I think you kind of know what they are, but you're going to have to sit and stew in that for a while by yourself in order to really go, yeah, right? And sometimes a break apart from someone can make us realize whether we want it or we don't want it. So that's a lot of stuff there and a lot of time you can take. So just take your time with it and search your soul, whether you really truly want it back or you're just kind of want it back because there's a void, right? So hopefully that helps you on your way. I know I can be blunt, but there's no sense mincing words if we got to get to the root of problems, right? Okay, now, who was next? Hopefully that helps you. Okay, where were we on the line here? I'm going to go back up because I want to be fair here where everybody was at. Okay, Afi and Karen both asked pretty much at the same time. Okay, Afi and Karen, you still in here? I know Karen said she could wait. Could I still pass? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Terry. Yeah, we'll have to hit you up some other time there, girl. Whoever answers me next, Karen or Afia S, whatever one answers me first gets your reading. Karen, there you go. She's on the button. Okay, girl. Karen Carson, here we go. This is for you. We're wanting to know about love, is it, or what? It's the sense I'm getting, but I don't want to scroll up again. I get lost in there. See what comes up. Okay. One. I'm going to do a few different cards to show me animal cards and everything for you. So I think you like things light, if I'm getting your energy right here. You like to take things light, like you like happy, light people around you. You don't like to be in the dumps. And you tend to lift a lot of people up with your own sense of lightness. Is this you? General. So I'm picking up on an energy here, someone that likes to be around happy people, likes to take things, you know, just happy and fun. This is what I'm getting. Well, we're getting love anyway here, the cards that are coming out. And a block card to see. I tell people. Okay, so the first card I get as I shuffle is the Lover's card. So if you have a partner, just let me tune in here. Are you single or in a relationship? Hey, Taurus girl. You're Cancer. Because the sense here is there's divine love here. It's a nod, a wink from the universe. So if you're not in a partnership, there's somebody here that's been given the okay universally. They're going, it wasn't part of the plan. Something here. It's weird. Just give me a minute. You're single. Something's going on in your love life. Give me a minute, because they're going, okay, either we're doing things that are unplanned at this time, and it may hinge on a meeting of some sort with a lover, someone you may become intimate with, because they're going, it's not part of the plan. So, or you're either doing something that may not be part of their grand plan here. Just hold on. I'm going to give it a block card here just in case. Now, as we move forward, look at this card coming up. I shuffle. I'm getting the stubbornness card again. Knight of Swords. He is the fastest guy in the deck. He is going, charging forward, looking to uncover something. Get to the root of things, okay? So there may be someone in your life that may be headed to you in this way, or you are focused on someone outward of you in this way. Hey, Rainbow. Yeah, no, I'm working on my last two here. So we'll have to catch you another time, but thanks. Keep an eye on, subscribe, and keep an eye on my videos. I don't give much notice, usually the day before or something. I'm trying to give more notice, but sorry. Yeah, I've been in here a little long. My brain, I'm starting to get fuzzy already. But we'll catch you later. I'll look for you later. Page of Cups. That's about love offerings. Now, you're single, but there's a love partner coming in. Now, the sense I get from this guy is that he knows you already and he's not happy. Okay. Now this, I get, they're going, this is the receiver. So this is like you are going to be shocked at this person that comes charging in for some reason. Does this make sense to you? Well, maybe it won't, because they're going, no, she's not going to see this. But the sense I'm getting is, okay, it may not be an air sign, but it may be someone who is very logical. I get a sense of very dynamic. They like to take charge of situations and feel very comfortable. In fact, so comfortable that they may come off cocky or egotistical, but in their mind, they're not. So if you know someone like this, who kind of doesn't have a problem coming into the middle of a restaurant and saying, hey, I have an issue with you, and then storming out with that person, this is the kind of attitude I'm getting from this dude here. So there's somebody that's coming after you in that way. Now, again, I feel like it may be a past person that you know, and it could also be in a friendship circle, but they got that Lover's card there, and I can't omit that. And the sense here is that, you know, this guy's got something in his cup here, and it's like, oh, surprise, it's a fish. So the sense I'm getting is you're going to be surprised at either who comes forth or the energy that they come forth to you with. Because the sense is just irritated and agitated. Like, I got to get to the bottom of this. And if I have to uproot this, but like literally in the middle of dinner with someone, I'm going to grab her and take her outside and we're going to talk. Like, this is what I'm getting. This is me. Do you know anybody like this, Karen? Because that's the sense. So now the card I got was Turtle. It says be joyful and trusting. I got to go further on this. This is in the romance way. I got to pull 3 more cards. Because this is just leaving a surprise meeting, really, is the sense I get here. But again, not part of the plan. So either this guy's going against the grain of his own instinct, or something you do is kind of unplanned or not part of a plan. Does that make sense? I think I'm losing everybody here. We'll continue. Love him already. Okay, so you know that this dude matches then. This is the guy. But you're single. So he's coming back, whoever he is. And he wants to get to the bottom of things. And we'll see where this sits here with the rest of the cards. It's like you guys were intimate. But I feel like you may not have taken it as seriously as he did. It busted, kind of like mutually, yeah, we're going to go. But over time, this man is working up the courage, like, to come back. Almost like he agreed to something he didn't truly feel he should have agreed to. Like, he agreed, yeah, okay, it's time to go. But now he's like, no, it's not. Okay. Like, he should have spoke up earlier, but he just got madder and madder and madder over time. And it's just busted to a point where he just can't handle it no more. He's got to come forward. Okay, so that's your shock here. So now we're going to pull the romance cards. Because this is something you need to deal with. On top of the Lovers, we get the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is about celebrations with others. Going out and being social. Small groupings. Enjoying the evenings, right? So this is where I feel like you're going to be when he comes charging in, okay? You may be with the girlfriends going out and just enjoying an evening, because I literally saw you in a restaurant. And I'm like, okay, whoa. But I saw you in a restaurant, and it's almost like a scenario they give me to say an example. But this is the sense I'm getting, like at a steakhouse or something, and you're just enjoying the evening. And this guy comes rushing in to kind of charge in there, bold. Now, on top of that guy is 19, the Sun card. Look at these cards come back. I did shuffle. You heard me shuffle. So, okay, because when they're going, it's not part of the plan. I said, with her or with him? They go, no, with her. She's doing something off the books. Now, whatever that means, I don't know. But they're telling me she's doing something not to plan. So there's something in conflict with, kind of doesn't make sense if you guys are split up. Because it's almost the sense that I get from him is he feels like you guys aren't split up. Or maybe you're on a break, but maybe you're going out with someone else. And that wasn't part of the plan. It's something like this. It's something weird like that. I don't know. I'm going to continue. Now, So you're out with the friends. He comes charging in. This is highly aspected. The man's got the check mark. They're pointing at you and going, she's doing something she shouldn't. Now, don't take it the wrong way, but she's doing something she shouldn't be doing, which means going against your instinct is the sense I'm getting. It's like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. That kind of thing. Okay? Okay. Now, the man is coming in to expose this. Okay? Now, this here, because he knows, they're going, he knows, but you don't know he knows. Is this correct? That's why she's shocked. That's what they said. She don't know he knows. That's what, okay. But somebody else knows. Okay. Sorry, there's some stuff going on here. So anyway, the man coming in, this is highly expected, highly instinctual. This is what is needed for your way forward. This is good, happy, joyful stuff. So even though I'm getting the energy, this man's kind of coming in all up in that, it's getting the approval universally. Now, on top of the page, which is about the beginning processes of either sending or receiving love outward, messages of love, right? We get the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Give me a minute here. I'm getting a sense here something's off. Just let me back up. We have this knight coming in. He's in love with this woman, and he wants to get to the bottom of things. She's shocked. She didn't expect him to come into the picture. Okay? Now, we're out with friends celebrating, kind of like a Friday, Saturday night thing. And this relationship with this man is highly expected. Very joyful for us. Very happy. Makes us happy. But there's some kind of distance with this man. It's almost like something happens while this man is gone, okay? But he finds out about it. And then the 10 of Pentacles here. Now, that's about financial security. But the sense I get here is that these two are not a couple. So the sense I get, just let me feel like this may be a little deeper than we're willing to go. Does it make sense, Karen? Now, am I in the future or am I in the present? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Because there's a sense here of crossing a line. And a partner may have found out. Does this make sense? Am I on the track here? So I'm getting a sense this is somebody, but it's not her partner, is what I'm getting. Somebody is trying to play up this girl, but that's not her partner. Someone of higher status, that's what they said, though. And we're accepting innocently these advances. Okay, so the partner knows. So I don't know. Again, if this makes sense to you, then this is something that has happened or is in the process of happening. So whether he's husband, ex, whatever the situation is, this person is, I don't know if I can preempt this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, okay. I'm kind of thrown. Because they're really, yeah, so the present would make sense because I can't really But at the same time, we're really feeling secure that this is not going to be, but just be prepared because it will be basically dealt with. So prepare yourself for that. And in your heart, you need to go where your heart goes, not where the wallet goes. Now, surrender stubbornness. This is your block. So there may be a sense of being stubborn within whatever preference you have here. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance, I'm telling you, I'm not. I shuffled. This come up for everybody. Gently observe and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So this seems to be what can unlock some of this situation. Okay. Now they told me to bring an animal card, and I got the turtle. It says be joyful and trusting. So this is more complicated, I think, than it looks on the surface, is the sense I'm getting here for you. For the partner, it's a very simple situation, and he's going to deal with it as such. But, or that person I was describing anyway. But there's complex stuff here, but your bottom line here is you have to be more, or, you know, I talk like I'm telling you, but issues with trust, this is a problem. And being joyful, they're going, that's what we need to lead by. And our stubbornness is getting in the way of us seeing things clearly. We need to see the big picture. We're getting stuck in like arguments or clashes that kind of don't matter in the big scheme of things, is what they're saying. Does this make sense? So there's some decisions here, rather not really decisions, but things that are going to come to a head quite quickly from this one. Because he had expectations that I don't think you had the same expectation as he did. And there's a disjointment there. Because they're going, again, things were not as planned. So there's going to be some upheaval. So just, you're going to have to deal with that in whatever way, right? But the guidance here is turtle, about trust and joy, and stubbornness seems to be what may be blocking you. So I'm hoping that helps you. Did that help clear something up? Well, they're saying she didn't know. So now she knows. So you just, the sense I'm getting is you're going to have to prepare yourself for what you didn't think you would have to prepare yourself for. So be loaded with that as you move forward. So hopefully that was worth the wait. Okay, now where are my cards? Now we have, where were we? So thanks, Karen, for waiting. Costanza, who was the last one here? Afia, are you still in? Afia? Is that you? Yes, okay. No, you're the last one for the night. So if you're still here, it is your turn. Yes. What were you wanting? You're going to have to repeat it. I can't scroll up. If you're wanting a question or love. Okay, you're welcome, Karen. I'm glad it helped you. Yeah. Take care. Afia. Okay, the person was. Okay. What I'll do is I'll do your reading, and if it comes out, if it's important in the scheme of things, it'll come out. But I can't actually go to him. I got to stick with your energy. Okay? And we'll see. Because if they start showing us stuff about going forward, then we know. I have to read between the lines a little bit. Because sometimes it just doesn't come up in the energy field, and I'm not going to force it. Because that person's right to privacy, right? So yeah, all good. We'll see what happens here. So I'm going to pull a love card, and they're showing me the other deck here. Okay, 3 of those. And then again, thanks everybody for coming in, and those that waited. You'll catch me later, hopefully. I'm going to try and put out more nights, and if you want, we'll figure out what nights maybe work, or feel free to drop a message, yeah, Friday nights would be great, or Monday nights, or whatever. And then the more I get, then I can kind of squeeze that into my own mind frame of when, so that I can, and this may be too late for some, I don't know, depending on where you're at. And there's also Infinity Readings and Reviews on Facebook is my page, and I do a lot. Mondays and Tuesdays I do readings in there as well. Not free readings, but pick a card readings and masculine and feminine reports. So if you're in relationships, usually try to focus on things in that way. Okay, yeah. See what's going on here. Last one of the night. Okay, first card, Ace of Wands, and when we're starting in the romance direction, why do I always overshoot that? That is talking about passion, right? Because on the top of the cane there's action going on, passion, explode, feelings in a new direction. Okay. So we are feeling a lot of passion towards whatever our romantic interest is, okay? And the sense here too, they're making me aware, is all the seasons. So it seems like if we have a lot of passion, even though it's new passion, we may have been holding this for this person for quite a while. Hey, Shanti, thanks for coming in. I'm shutting her down after this reading, but if you subscribe, you can hit me up the next tarot night. That'd be awesome. The next card is to the High Priestess, and she talks about intuition, mysteries, secrets. Revealing secrets is what they said, not hiding them. So here we go. Next card. Look at this come up. Seven of Pentacles. I shuffled, you heard me. So we may have passion for someone, a lot of passion for someone in a new direction. We have some instinct here that they may be stepping out. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for now. This is the card of someone, what is it? What's the word? Secret Rendezvous is the title they give it in the deck. And the sense is that we're doing something in secret. So if that is not you, it would be on the other side of you. Okay, now we're going to expand and see where exactly this sits. Ace of Wands, talking about all that passion that you carry. We have the Queen of Swords. So we may be in an energy of getting ready to make some harsh judgments here. It's interesting because they're making me very aware of her outward hand coming out here and offering, but also keeping that sword up, right? So there's a sense of, you come to me, but don't you hurt me because I'll hurt you back, kind of thing. So there's a sense of that energy being, this is where you're sitting highly, is the sense. Now on top of the High Priestess, we get the Six of Swords, and that is about leaving, right? Because we got choppy waters over here and cool, calm waters in the sunset. So there's a sense of either going in a new direction where it's calmer. So we may have come from something. Hey, Gonzalez, sorry, I'm shutting her down after this reading, but you can join me at the next tarot night. So if you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll get notified for the next time I come out. I plan to come out more. Okay, just, yeah, because the sun, and they're also making me aware of the sun. So we are illuminated instinctively, is the sense I get here as to what's going on. Now, either we got into this relationship because we came from choppy waters, or this is the choppy waters we're trying to get away from. Okay, you'll have to figure out where that sits. Now the next card is 15, the shadow, which is not good to have over the secret rendezvous. That just says all sorts of ugly to me. So there's a sense here now. This could, we just don't get too far ahead of ourselves here, because this could symbolize that either we have a chained connection to this partner, okay? So like a toxic kind of connection, or feeling chained to this person, like we can't get out, or we feel burdened by the partnership in some kind of way, or the other person feels that way and maybe going out and doing. Now just let me sit here, because I feel a lot of heaviness to this relationship, okay? You feel stuck, okay, yeah. Because it's interesting, because this card, I get a sense that there's still heartstrings there. You still, from your heart, do want this person in your life. That is why they are there to begin with. You are illuminated, the sun's shining, but it's not good things that we're getting illuminated by, okay? And the sense of wanting to take off. Now, I got to pull another card. I'm going to go to the bottom. Yeah, oh man, I'm sorry, but this is not good news, because this is the Seven of Swords. That's sneaky behavior. So if you haven't spoken, you don't live with them, obviously. There's some sneakiness going behind, like, absolutely. Now, this could also attach to the way that you feel in this relationship. You feel change. You don't want to be there, but you're there. But yet I get a sense here that there are some heartstrings because of her hand reaching outward. They're going, that is softness and compassion, wanting to offer that to the partner, but at the same time wanting to get away. So we really have to make up our heart in that way. We have to get grounded with what's going on, because there is shady behavior here going. There's too many cards here to say no, right? There's too many cards. So a sense that maybe there's not as much going right in the relationship as we figured. Again, your instinct is high. It's already tuned into this, is what they said. We know instinctively. Now it's the taking the courage to jump out on our own, is what they're saying. So we may have a sense here that we don't want to go on our own, or we're chained because there's something here having to do. If you don't live with that partner, then it's a sense of just not having another partner. Are we self-sufficient or not? Because the sense at first I was getting is that we're not self-sufficient, but they're going, nope, it's not that. So there's something here like a codependency maybe on the partner, depending on how. I'm gonna pull a block card for you here and an animal card. Hey Andrew, I'm just shutting her down. This is my last read for the night, but if you hit the subscribe button, you can catch me next time I come in, and we can meet up then and figure things out. I'm just kind of hovering at this point. I don't have much left here though. Okay, I'm gonna give you, yeah, and they're showing me animal cards as well. So we're gonna give you what'll help you move forward. Because the sense here, there's some kind of shadiness. If it's not you, it's that other person. And obviously, if it came up in the reading this way, you're holding on to that energy quite highly, like it is still the center of your life, no matter. It's hard to let go. Like we're the Queen of Swords, we want to let it go, but we also want to bring it back in. So we have to get straight with that energy and figure out exactly what we want to do with it and go there. But there was definitely some shady behavior. Untruths at least, right? And you know, there may be some issues here with having to deal with that head on. I don't know. Might be some lessons there. Now, the the card you got for your block is the fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. When you're, hold on here. You're ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So situations like this do not help, no matter. Okay. So there might be a sense of a fear of intimacy you or the partner may carry that you may need to understand. We didn't have anybody in here asking about healings, eh? But they want me to send out healing energy. So if anybody, I don't know, we only have one left here, but anybody wants healings at any time as well, I can set up specific nights for that. I think I'm going to have to do that because that's universally driven. They want me to, people they want to send in here for that. And I do whitewashes, I call, which is bringing joy and flushing out negativity so you do not attract it. And then chakra clearings, which help you get to your next level in your life lessons. So if that interests anyone who watches it now or later. Okay, here we go. Animal card. We got a bear. Use power with wisdom. And they're going, we have a lot of wisdom. We just don't have faith in our own sense of instinct, right? We don't have the faith. We need somebody else to tell us. And we don't want to go out and ask because we kind of know already. So that you're going to take him for your power. And there might be, again, you might have to search your soul. Are you afraid of intimacy? And if you are, you may need to surrender your fear in order to move forward. Yeah, there's some wisdom here, like we know what to do here, and we're not doing it. That's what they said. Well, if you broke up too much, because the sense they're giving me is this person that you guys are not dependent on each other, and like you guys don't live together. Is the sense? Is this correct? Because that's the sense I'm getting. And if you do, the sense is that you're financially separate. Yeah, like you don't have any, how do you say, any real reason to do. But I think it's more of a heart lesson here that we just have to. Yeah, the sense is they're giving me, it is you that does have a fear of intimacy here. This other partner was kept for too long is the sense they're giving me. The signs were there a long time ago. That's what they said. We just didn't want to listen or look. And now it's to the point where, you know, it's affecting, they are saying health here, where it may be affecting our health. But you just said something about not feeling. Yeah, well. So if you're physically out of that space, that is half the battle. The sense here is that we have to really deal with the reality of it, because the instinct is not like we were in denial of that as well, I think. Yeah. So we gotta, get to a point. It's never easy, right? No matter what you do, you go through it. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Because this sense, they're not giving me too much info on the other person, other than it's honestly, it's just dead energy to me. Means that they do not have any energy that comes at you in any way. So they really are putting all their energy in a different direction. This is without giving you the other side of things. I could go in there and dip, but I'm not gonna. All I can say is there's no heartstrings that are really attached to you at this point, and that sounds blunt and whatever, raw, but that's what whatever. I don't know if there's, but I mean, look at the scenario here. We got our instinct, the sneakiness. There's something going on here. It's sneaky, and they're going, we know what it is, so we just need to accept that. So you know what it is already. And feeling like this is not good. And there's a different direction this person went in. That's all I'll say. And we need to go in our own direction, because this is the choppy waters we're in. And, we're searching for the sunset and that like glass, that water that's just, and we got to have the courage to cut from some things, even though it's cut already, really. But the sense is that your heart ties are not his heart ties. They're not there for you. So you need to kind of let go of that. Hey, happily. This is my last read for the night. Sorry. But if you want to find out about more free readings, just hit the subscribe button. And you'll have to hit me up the next time. So hopefully that helps you in some kind of way. I think this is just time and everything. And again, a lot of what I preach is that we really do have to feel the feelings of feeling hurt by this situation, because there's a sense here because they're going, she knows exactly what's going on. So it may even be that you know who and what and when and why or whatever. So one of the things you do have to deal with on your own is your fear of intimacy, because they did say that she carries this. So there's a fear of intimacy. And if we, I gotta watch how I word this. Sometimes if we deal in a relationship with a fear of intimacy, affairs are what happens on the other side. Because if we cannot give up our intimacy to that partner, they feel a void and we feel a void, and then we just start separating, and then away they go. So this, hopefully this is not a looping for you, but the sense I get is that maybe this is something we got to look into so we don't have it loop over again. Don't be the next relationship that we go into doesn't do that. So if we deal with that intimacy issue, then we'll get better on the other end here, but it takes a while to process all that. So hopefully that helped you. Take that bear forward. He's got a lot of power and wisdom. And again, you hold that. You just may not go outward in it, because there's a sense here of you not wanting to go outward in that way because you have no support. But they're going, no, we have instinct as support, and that's why we feel sick the way that we do, is to let us know, like the universe is pushing. And when you don't hear a whisper, when you don't hear the tap, when you don't hear the shove, then they give you the upset stomach, and then they give you the headaches, and that drains you. They're going, how much can this person take before they look, right? So and unfortunately, I mean, I've been in this position too, so it's not fun. So take the bear with you, deal with your fear of intimacy, and hopefully the next one will be better, brighter. And cry out the feelings that you feel over this, cry it out. That's what helps you move forward, not move forward like another relationship, but helps you emotionally evolve into where you don't feel so sick. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Take care. Sorry about the bad news, but sometimes it's just the way it goes. And like I say through my page, a lot of this is, you're welcome. A lot of this is just, it's just energies from now until fall really are going to be in positions where people are going to be going out of relationships, getting into better ones. New energies are flipping over. And this eclipse season, that'll help you with this as well. If you're trying to bust from a different relationship, the eclipse energy helps you get past it. It's universally driven energy that gets you motivated from like from nowhere. You don't even have to be aware of it. It just helps you, right? So, hey, Shanti. No, I'm just shutting her down. I started at 9:30 here and I'm pooped. But if you're subscribed, hit the bell button and I'll try and get my notices up a little sooner. This week I couldn't plan. I had so much going on, I couldn't plan. And I actually was quite underpowered today for what. So I'm going to try and send out notifications, anywhere from 24 to a week in advance here. And I'm going to do it more often. My plan is once a month, but I might do twice a month. So if there's enough notices for readings, so if you speak up, if you want readings, free reading nights, and give a suggestion, and then I'll come in and take that into account when I do actually schedule. So I want to have some kind of a schedule going on here. Life goes on, right? But thanks for coming in, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everybody who liked and who came in. I appreciate it. And again, I'll try and give some notice next time a little bit. Just keep your eyes peeled. Because my notices before were not even being touched. They were visual notices, like postings, and nobody even sees them. I think because they're the tab, it's behind stuff. So I'm going to try and do video notices, be like quick 2-3 minutes, tell you when, where, and what. And again, I offer energy healing as well. So I want to do one energy healing and one tarot night a month. That's my goal for the summer. I don't know if I'll be able to hit it, but if you guys let me know, I'll make an effort to do it. Okay. So thanks again, everybody. Take care. Have fun. Be kind. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Okay. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.